Yeah, viewers all over the world. For some of you that are seeing me for the first time, Ogbuefi Ezeana, ugochitubelu na Oraifite, ma ọ bụ ịkpọ m Akajugo. I'm an ancient high priest. Abụ m onye isi nchụaja na ugochitubelu ọdịnala temple. Anyị na-agba afa mmiri emirikwazi ọrụ mmụọ dị iche iche. Abụkwazị m onye isi nchụaja na ọdịnala Restoration Evangelical Mission, bụrụ onye mgbasa ozi ọdịnala Igbo. So you can call me a priest or an evangelist. My mission is to help people live better life. Today, being a for market day, we are still in the month of March, and our topic today is more about karma. I'm here to tell you that karma is real. Karma works with laws of retributive justice, laws of sowing and reaping, laws of attractions. These laws work hand in hand with karma. Chukwu Okike pụrụ ime ihe niile after creating the entire universe. He created the mechanism that will ensure that whatever any man sows, so shall you reap. In computer, we call it garbage in, garbage out. Yes. Nature made it that whatever you sow, you that under the influence of my voice, if you plant beans, there's no Jupiter that will make that your beans. If you like, pray from now till next 2 years, that beans you planted can never be gone, and you must reap. That beans will germinate and bear multiple beans. That is nature. So whatever you sow, you will reap it in multiple fold. And when that consequences of what you sow keep flowing back to you, the originator, we call it karma. So karma is the laws that ensure and fulfill what is already written in Galatians chapter 6 verse 7. I quote, God can never be mocked. Whatever you sow, so shall you reap. So have it in mind that whatever you sow in creation, you will never go scot-free. You must reap it, whether good or bad. Yes. So if you did not reap it in this present earth life, you will reap it life after. In life, God will give man choices. I call it double C. Choices, and there is consequence for every choice you made in life. So karma is there to ensure that once you kick ball on the wall, it must bounce back to you, the originator. All this is what we look at in this topic today. But before we dive into today's lecture, don't forget that we are still in the month of March. Our monthly ritual is still ongoing. You can join us anywhere you are all over the world. The distance is never a barrier in what we do in the temple. This morning I have gone to the temple to offer sacrifices, make rituals, and pray on behalf of friends of the temple, children of the temple, members of the Restoration Evangelical Mission and Consecrated Group. That's how we have been doing it. Till the last day of the month, we visit the rivers to make Iroma to pray, and they come back to the temple to offer sacrifices to entities of powers. So if you are interested in joining this group rituals or you have any question in today's lecture, look on your screen, you see my number. My numbers remains 0805 7837672 or 0813824381. Now let's proceed. My topic today is karma. More about karma. I'm here to tell you that karma is real and inevitable as long as you are a human spirit in this gross material world. So bear it in mind, whatever you are doing, know that the consequences must come. Now, the return of what you have sowed must come. If you have sowed goodies, be sure that you will receive goodies. If you have sowed badness, be sure that you will receive it. So, natural forces will always pay you in your own coin. Bear it in mind. And I'm here to tell people that some people do tell people that what of those people that are dwelling in iniquities? Why is it that it seems like they are progressing? It's because you don't understand how things work, and because you are not knowledgeable and you don't see beyond your nose. That is why it seems that they are progressing. Bible says that agamniru onye ajọ omume just one went. I can tell you as somebody that is experienced in the spiritual matters, that those things you call progress or success is limited. It's just like that thing is somebody that use catapult, yes, to throw a stone. That catapult, before you see that stone flying, but I can tell you that that stone will fall at a point. Maybe your eyes will not carry you to where it will fall, but definitely will fall. So sometimes you those things you see that the person is dwelling in iniquities, the person is doing dwelling in evil things, oppressing others, embezzlement, doing all manner of evil, doing kidnapping, doing negative charms, doing all manner of services in the society that is the law frown at. And you'll be looking at that person, that the person is succeeding. I'm telling you, not succeeding anything. Because what you call success is nothing. Maybe your measurement of success is material things. Maybe the person can be able to buy Lamborghini, buy Benz, buy all sort of these latest machines in form of car, and you think it's successful. No, there is consequence of ill-gotten wealth. Nature forces have every man on earth has track. We are in a race. I'm trying to put it in a way you understand it. We are in a earthly race, and once you run their race outside their track, even if you come first at the end of the test, believe in me, you will never be awarded. You use people that onto track and event. You must maintain your lane. If you are first but you move into another person lane, you must be qualified. Disqualified. So what I mean is that the same thing in nature. Never you follow the multitude to do evil. Never dwell in iniquities or celebrating evil doers, thinking that they are succeeding. Believe in me, that thing you call succeed is not succeeding. They are not succeeding anything. You see a criminal, somebody that is oppressing others, doing evils and rest of them, because he be able to build mansions, he have exotic cars, he can travel, he can even use that ill-gotten wealth to train his children. That does not mean that the person have succeeded. That does not mean that you should emulate him, thinking that they are dwelling evil, but why God blessing them? Now, I have forgotten. I think Joshua in the Bible says, so what am I saying? That thing you call success, that will attract you to dwell in iniquities, thinking that those people that are dwelling in iniquities, that are succeeding, they are not succeeding. Because but yours are go mine. The end justify the means. Those people that are their people committed evil in order to be up there, watch their end. Those people that even got all those ill-gotten wealth, use it to train their children, watch their children's end. Some of this, have you asked yourself, those people that you are saying that are wealthy families from 80s, go to their families today. I know one family, their father was those people, those ancient commissioners, those commissioners that was there during the time of G. Wobble. Their father used to drive that Benz of M&A, those brand new. But today, go to their families and see what is happening. You will be asking yourself, what is the essence of this accumulating wealth? You see some that will train their children, this one is in America, this one is on this one. At the end, all of them will just fade away. You see some people, their father was some of those billionaires, but the man had passed on. Look at what is happening in his families. So what I'm telling you, never you follow the multitude to do evil. Karma is real. Must come back. So have this mindset. Don't step on other people's toes. Don't dwell in iniquities. Chukwuoke knows how he blesses people. Any family that their fathers, their grandfathers live a fulfilled life, Chukwu Okike knows how he pays them back with blessings. That blessings is not all about money. Blessings can be good health. Blessings can be uh, bearing children. Blessings can be long life. Blessings can be now destruction will never befall them. Blessings, there were so many ways of counting blessings. So let's pay less attention in counting our blessings using money. Using money as parameter. No. Everything is not all about money. There are some certain things. One Igbo adage says that I quote, Ezia Fakego. Good name is better than money when the chips are down. So what I'm telling you is that youth, I'm talking to youth, those people that are still under the influence of my voice. Don't say because others are on the fast lane, what we call fast lane. Therefore, I want to join fast lane. You will regret it sooner or later. Those people, their ending is not palatable. You will not end well. And even those people you spend those money on will never end well, because you are training them with ill-gotten wealth. Definitely will train them wrongly. And believe in me, if you pass on and see your back, see those children you labored for, you stole money and do all manner of things to provide good life for them. See how they will squander that money and they will go back to square one. Have you asked yourself why those people that are into egombute, they will get those egombute, but they will squander them all because egombute didn't labor for them. So what you know, have it back of your mind that karma is real, that whatever you sow must come back to you. If it did not meet you in this earth life, in your next life, you will suffer that oppression, oppressing the less privileged, the poor, the widows. Somebody must do it to you. Somebody must do it to oppress your own children. And your children will run back to you. Daddy, look at what somebody did to me. And you will shed tears. Because that is what she wants to do to someone else in your previous life. Because life is continuous one. So what my advice is to you is that, note one, Igbo spirituality believe in consciousness, believe in ofo nogu, karma, that ometaraburu, whatever you sow must flow back to you. So I will advise you to follow the right path. If you know those things that will be painful to you, if someone treats you in that manner, don't treat another person in that manner. If you are in government, do the right thing. If you're a businessman, do the right thing. And don't take advantage of less privilege. Don't take advantage of less privilege. So my advice to you, always bear it in mind that whatever you do not do good now will come back to you. Those people you are oppressed now, somebody will oppress you in the next life, or oppress your own children, so that you will test it. If you do not reap your wrongdoing now, you will reap it in the next life. There is this message I saw on social media. The case involved rude boy of P Square and one lady. So that lady blackmailed him, saying that he raped her. And when the matter went to court, the lady admitted that rude boy never in any way raped her. That he leveled that allegation in order to trend, in order to get fame from social media, because she's into social media stuff. Now, she never considered the blackmail and the then image is committed to another person. And when the matter went to court, the rude boy insisted that the law must take its course. Now we are told, based on that message in social media, that the lady accepted that they committed crime, and she was sentenced to 7 years imprisonment. It's even better for her to pay the consequence of her action now. Because even if you do not pay the consequence of the action now in this earthly court, in the spiritual court we pay it. So have it in mind that if you do not face your karma now, some people face their karma, the consequence of the action. There are some people that committed crime and they are in prison today paying for their karma. Yes. But even if there are some people that maybe they are smart enough, they will not ever caught. That does not mean that they have gone scot-free, because you can never go scot-free in creation. The nature forces is there taking note of where iniquities. So if you nobody caught you in this earth life to pay the price, believe in me, in the next life you will reincarnate in a family or in a situation that will make it possible for you to pay the price. Yes, you must pay the price, directly or indirectly. Either you oppress or offend someone's son or someone's daughter. In the next life, maybe you will be in a condition where somebody will offend their own daughter or your own son. For you will see how it pains. You are in the village, poisoning people's, maybe poisoning them, taking their life of their children in diabolic wise. In your next life, somebody will commit such dastardly act to you or even to your children, for you to cry, share the same tears you made another person to share. Sometimes we take some certain things, like let me take blackmail. For example, go to social media, people used to drink it like water, blackmailing someone without facts and figures, because you want to trend, because you want to get engagement. You fabricated those things. It's true that there are some people you fabricated those lies. They don't have the financial muscle to take you through the law process, the court. But believe me, you never go scot-free, because they made them to cry, to shed tears that their hands are clean. Maybe nobody will hear them. That does not mean maybe the person did not take you to earthly court for you to face the consequence, the karma of your actions. That does not mean that you have gone free, because the spiritual karma, the spiritual court will still take you to the process. And believe in me, that one would be more severe. Yes. So note, have it in your mind that the laws of karma is there, working hand in hand with the law of retributive justice, laws of sowing and reaping. Yes, those laws are there, working in harmony to ensure that this God's material is not an animal kingdom where anything goes. So don't say because you oppress somebody, you took what belongs to another the person did not act, maybe follow the earthly laws, processes, because of lack of funding or because of choice. Yes, therefore you'll be celebrating, thinking that we have gone scot-free. No, karma is always there within their faith. The angels are there to take note of your do's and don'ts. Those things are Eze-Ana and the gas like all the actions. So bear it in mind, the karma is real, and do everything humanly possible to ensure that you save yourself from the consequence that follows every actions or every choices you made here on earth. Let me stop here. If you have any question in today's lectures, I want us to do deep consultation for you, chat me on WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number is on your screen. 080578377672 or 0813824381. Let us pray. Ekwem na Chineke. Ekwem na ọ dị ihe siri m ike ka Chineke na-apụghị izi m ụzọ ga-esi wuo ya n'ihi na ọ mazụrụ ihe niile. Obi m siri ike na Chineke meworo m ya. May the blessings of Chukwu Premier be with you all. May you be protected, may you be blessed now and forevermore.